Hi everybody, this is your host Gabriel Phoenix, and welcome to another action-packed video. That's right, we have another guide. I've been trying to get my videos to try to do as much as I can on the days I do stream to give you guys content, just in case I'm out for the weekends or stuff like that, to give you some good content filled. So we are going to be doing our second guide today, and it's going to be on Ugthak. But before we continue, if you haven't played Lord of the Rings, make sure to click on the download link below. And if you do like my content, like and subscribe. All right, let's head into it, and let's dive deep into the build.
You are the lesser son of
We're here
greater
to see
science.
the man himself, Ugthak. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, he is amazing. He's another starter commander that you receive in the game early on as a new player. So we did Azok, and now we're doing Ugthak. So those are the two. Now, he is actually from the movies. You do see him, and he's also in the books and some Middle-earth games as well. One of the greatest things about this commander is he's very similar to Azok, where he uses his might as a primary focus. Now, if you're in Isengard, you may want to actually go with him first, because he is amazing starter for Isengard. For any Uric High, those guys do benefit from him, and amazing. He's more of a buffer, but he's actually does a decent amount of damage. So what kind of gear would you put on him? That's a good question. So right away, I would actually put the gigantic hammer on him. This thing does so much damage. Or you can just go ahead and put the Axe of Karadim, or even the battle axe. You never can go wrong with battle axe. I like to use Flay, or you can definitely go ahead and just be able to mix it up with the Uruk-hai broadsword. The Uruk-hai broadsword is pretty good. It does a +1 HP on all of your Uruk-hais as well as your orcs, but I would stick with the battle axe or the gigantic hammer. Now, gigantic hammer is new to the season. You do get it from the season pass. It's really good. So next thing you want to look at is here. Again, you want to use superior. Superior will be able to give your units a +25 on might as well as +12 on defense, and it also gives an invasion. If you want more speed, do scout mail. Gives you +20 on the might and +24 on speed. Of course, max out gives you more points. I'm just going for what I have here, what I'm showing you here. And another thing here is you want to go ahead and do for him is the Pride, the Casque of Pride. It's really good because it gives you a +11 on might and a +10 on defense. My baby is so excited. She's just screeching out right there saying, "Yeah, Agmar!" I trained her in the ways of Sauron. So full helm is actually pretty good. You might want to be able to do that, as well as go into the drums of Barad. They are good. I would go with the healing, but again, the extra +20% of might of soldier is gonna help him, and it does give melee units a +1 attack. You could do drums of Moria, but I would stick with the shield of the White Hand if you're looking for more defense, because defense and speed is what the shield is good for, and it's mostly used for alchemists, not really with berserkers, but we'll get into that momentarily. So what kind of skills are going to use on him? He's kind of very interesting because you can build him technically as a pure buff unit that does no command damage, or you can make him a hybrid with command damage with buff. Now, he does pretty decently damage, but I would go with, honestly, the buff format, especially if you're starting as Isengard and you got all those Urukai's starting units. This is going to be the guy for you. So you're going to go ahead and do the Isengard, Isengard Elite. Go ahead and do the Urukai Captain. Go ahead and do the Dangerous Trade. And then you're going to go ahead and go into the Warlord. And then you're going to do the Orcish Warlord trait right here. I don't have enough points because he's only level 1. It will automatically increase your might and defense. And what's crazy is you're going to be able to do damage receive. Yes, your allies will definitely take more damage, but they're going to dish out damage like you won't believe. Especially with this one, it's going to go up to about 40%, I'd like to say. No, it is, sorry, 30% damage increase that you would do, and you only receive 5% damage for the whole level. Then you got a chance of healing after dealing damage, so the excess damage that you are taking, not going to be a problem whatsoever. He could be able to do all that fun. You're going to be able to receive more damage. Now this is crazy here, because this right here on top of this damage boost, well that's dealing more might, so but it still works. This damage boost here, so you're getting 30 right here, and then you're getting an additional about 40. No, you're only increasing by 2%. So that's 20, about almost 28 or 30. About 30% increase here. And then you're gonna go in orcs. I wouldn't do the Orcish Warlord at first. I would try to boost these up and then get the Orcish Warlord afterwards. That would be the last. Or if you want to do more siege damage, go with the siege. It's not optional, because the way I run him, I just do pure berserkers. So let's go in the reason why I do pure berserkers on him, because he does major damage as a I guess like a command type, Capitan, boosting, cheering, Urukai. I feel like I want to say Wog! But, you know, they're not really orcs. They're Urukai, so they're hybrids. But that's the feeling I get every time I look at Isengard. I think of the orcs like that go Wog! From 40k. I know, but I'm just silly. So, when you want to go here, you're going to go into Berserkers. Now, Berserkers are really good. They will give you a plus 20%. So you're getting 20% damage increase, plus the 30, plus you're getting a might bonus, and then you're getting another plus 30 damage on top of these guys. It is ridiculous. You're getting bonus after bonus after bonus after bonus. Yes, they may not be the strongest defense, but who cares? You're going to be making sure these guys are dealing massive damage. They heal every time they attack. Really, you cannot be in a better starting position as a new player with this guy. You can even like compete with some of the veterans because once you really dedicate your forces to him, you can even go Pursuer and level up. These guys, these Berserker guys, they're going to do so much damage. They're unaffected by stun. Incredible. And you're going to give them, they have a little defense boost right there. And if you really get the white shield on the white hand of Isengard, the shield, the treasure that boosts his defense and HP, you're really much a good position to go, because with that, you're going to not only deal consistent damage every turn. Now, these guys, I've done it before. I had a whole squad of Berserkers. You can easily do 20 to 30 damage per turn with them with the damage boost. Yes, every turn they're going to decrease, but man, the carnage that Berserkers do at full strength and getting full buffs and having the proper gear, they are nasty. I just don't do it because I'm not an Isengard player. I am an Agmar player, so most of my focus is around Nazguls and Orcs, especially with Fallens and kind of promoting that way. But I used to use a lot of Berserkers in Season 1. That's where I really figured it out. They're really good. One of the best damage DPS units in the game, especially if you have the boosting for them. So those right there are pretty much all you need for him. If you want, you can put trolls. You can put mountain trolls in front of them. If you do get mountain trolls, you'll be able to go. Now, for snipers right now are really not that good. They're the worst in the game. They used to be better. They did buff them, and I thought they would actually see more play. But the problem is snipers are just terrible. They don't have a good effect. Yeah, you have this whole I target range. I receive less damage from melee units, but the problem is not that. The problem is the HP and defense of them. They're just too low, and they're too slow. They're too slow, too low HP, too low defense. They have a decent amount of damage, but they get wiped out so fast, it's not worth it. They're really not worth it. You may be able to use them with your talk because you can do the increased defense. The increased damage, and then maybe put a white shield, but it doesn't matter because they're really slow. I mean, when you're looking at a Berserker here, speed is 75. That's a decent amount of speed, and you can always boost your speed to go higher. You're gonna have a better chance. Yeah, their HP is 40. That's still better. It's 18, but look at here, it's 32 and 19, and you're dealing 25. Where this is automatically a 19 to 23 damage, but they have a damage booster. So they can deal more damage. They have a defense booster. Automatically, look at the cost too. They're 3,000, 3,000, 4,400. Look right here. It's almost the same. Snipers are just not worth it. They're just not good. Yes, you get the range element, but most of the units in this game defeats range. Unless you're the good faction, your archers are way better. But if you're in the evil faction, archers are pretty much useless. The only good archer we have, which they did do a boost, so they're much better now than they were in the beginning, because in the beginning they just sucked. But they are really good now, which are the Morgul Arbalists. The Arbalists are better because of the boost, because automatically max level, they're able to get themselves 100% double attack, and their poison damage is plus 20. They're more consistent, they're more concise. You don't have to worry about if they're gonna do a double attack. So they are the best archers for evil factions. Good faction has tons of archers. They have way too many archers. It's unfair that we have a lot of melee units, but we don't have enough archers that actually can steadily do anything. I mean, we only have one, and they barely pass for competitiveness. So yeah, that's really what I would do, is just use pure Berserkers on Ugthak. You would thank me if you really dedicate him. Now, what's good about him, you don't have to dedicate him a lot. You don't need a lot of like points. If you go respect 5, he's good enough, because you only really need these. Honestly, you only need this here, and then you can go siege if you want it. And to be honest, you could just go these here and then go pursuer, which is really good, and then just, you know, kind of level these up here just to deal more damage. But this, when I first did this, I thought these would be amazing, but then what I learned is that the burn damage doesn't matter, because his focus stats is so low. It's pointless. They're really pointless. It's not a good tree branch, and it's just not worth it, because burn damage in this game doesn't continuous. These are special abilities of this guy, that allows him to do continuous damage. If burn was to do continuous damage, it would be a lot better, but it doesn't, so it's not useful at all. So I would definitely not do that, and I would just really go and just do these tree branches right here. But he's a really awesome unit as a startup. Highly recommend him. Can't talk any more good about him. I would just do pure berserkers on him. They will destroy anything in their path. You can go ahead, face a level 200 land. He'll one-shot it. Same as a level 230. He can one-shot it. 260, he will need help, of course. But definitely you can use him. Great starting commander. Amazing feat. He's just really good. Just really good as a starting commander. Just do pure berserkers. Do that buff. And focus all of your items on might. You know, really just focus on might. You can do the +2 attack. I think battle axe will probably be better, especially if you ignore defense and you just focus on doing your, like, even here, or you can plus his speed, but it doesn't matter. Here would be better. Give him evade, go full helm, do less damage onto them, and then go here and you can do the shield of the white hand, which would be awesome to get them started. Or if you wanted, and it also increases your march too. You can also do other one, or you can do the drones with the heal. And that's it. That's it for this type of guide. I am going to be jumping on Lord of the Rings Online. First, I just got to get a couple things settled, and then we'll be going back on Lord of the Rings Online. Thank you guys for watching this guide video. I hope it was helpful. See you next time.